Somewhere in 2017, 2018, I attended, I think, TFCON, and then there was a speaker who spoke about migration and why migration worked in the Gambia. And then he gave an example of how every beautiful house in almost every single street are owned by Gambians who do not live in Gambia. Just hold that thought there because definitely going to come back to it. And welcome to Mike and Mine with Omar. And today I will be talking about surviving modern expectation and migration. I unless when you're living under the rock, but recently there has been a lot of conversations on social media, on mainstream media, and even government is talking about it, which is the illegal migration, often called Backway in the Gambia. Some critics have said that, especially government, that illegal migration is not because of lack of job, that send a lot of migrants to countries they believe will better their lives. And then proponents, obviously those that are supporting illegal migration, had said that it happened because young people lose hope and they believe that they cannot make it in the Gambia, and that is the reason why they embark on this dangerous journey to Europe. I mean, whichever side of the divide you stand on, I think you have a point, and I'm not saying your point or your opinion is the best opinion out there. I want to talk on both sides, and my viewers, which are all of you, will definitely choose the side that they think is the is the side that they want to align themselves with. But there is, for me, in all of this conversation, I believe that there is an underlying issue which often is not spoken enough in the mainstream media, which is surviving modern expectation. I mean, unarguably, all of us, in one way or the other, have known one person or two, or even have family members who embark on the back way to Europe, and then they became so successful. They have better our lives back home. They better their own lives and better the lives of their parents. At least, I believe that if my brothers have not stood firm to support me, and I believe I wouldn't have gone as far as I have gone. And definitely, some of those people have gone to Europe through the back way. But that is beside the point. My whole point of discussion today is that society put a lot of expectation on young people, and they put because they put a lot of expectation on young people, they make people believe that just because you have not traveled, just because you've not built a beautiful house for yourself, for your family, and maybe just because you're not giving your family that life that they hope they one day have, or they believe they deserve, then you're not worthy of living, or you're not worthy of being in the position that you are, or you are not worthy of any form of love, support, kindness, and so many things. And to address the issue of, or to talk about the issue of illegal migration and societal expectation, we have to start questioning, why do families, friends, and loved ones think that leaving the Gambia to Europe is the only way to success? I believe that this opinion that is held by so many people did not come from out of the blue. There is a model that has worked, and because everybody sees that model that has worked, and they believe that people believe that that is the ultimate way out. And this reminded me of what I've told you about one of the speakers who spoke about why migration worked in the Gambia and why it was going to be difficult, why it is going to be difficult to stop migration. He argued that a lot of the time for people to be something, they need to see it because seeing is believing. Seeing is such a good evidence. People believe that going to the Europe, I mean, working there or making money and sending it back home and taking care of your families is the only way to come out of poverty. And they're not wrong for believing in that because they have seen countless times where that is the model that has worked. Let's at this point picture a young person that worked in the Gambia. And the person might have worked for, I mean, 5, 6 years, or even more than that. And then the salary that is paid to them is even difficult for them to be able to take care of themselves, talk less of their families. And then how do we expect somebody like that to be able to live up to the expectation that his parents or her parents and the society has placed on their shoulders? I guess we all know the answer. For a lot of young professionals, because I have worked in Gambia, obviously in the government sector, for at least couple of years, and I am privy to what the numeration looks like, and I'm also privy to how much different, I mean, government, different workers within at least the sector in which I worked at had to receive at the end of the month. So for you to plan your life around that is absolutely difficult. And because we all need money, we all need resources, we all need opportunities in order to become a better version of ourselves, I believe these are some of the push factors why people will leave their jobs to embark on illegal migration or to embark on Backway. And for some other people, it is lack of jobs. They do not have jobs and they lose every hope that they have. And they believe that the only way for them to make it is to embark on a journey that is very dangerous and that also I mean, claim a lot of lives. And as I said, recently there has been a lot of conversations about it on social media. And government came out to say that, when I say government, I'm talking about the Gambia government, came back to say that they do not believe that lack of jobs is the reason why people are leaving. In fact, they have created a lot of jobs. But at this point, my question or my concern or opinion is not about how many jobs have been created. Out of those jobs that have been created, how many of those jobs pay people, I mean, a better numeration or better salary that they are able to take care of themselves, take care of their families and loved ones? So when you look at a lot of young people, even as far as university graduates, at least myself included, and so many people who have the opportunity to work in the government sector, I have seen my friends who work in the private sector and how much discrepancy in terms of pay or how much difference in terms of pay gap there is between government and private sector. And I've equally seen my friends how much they have been able to accomplish for themselves by merely working in Gambia and living there, and they have never leave the source of the Gambia to work anywhere else. But this is definitely not the story of every single person. So therefore, I believe that government should not only stop at creating jobs. Aside the creation of jobs, government should look at the salary structures. And I know people will tell me that but government has increased salaries, I think about 3 times since they came to power. I mean, kudos to them. That is fantastic. And I believe that it can only get better and better. But at this point, I want to say that despite the fact that salaries have been increased multiple times, how much of that increase reflect in the pocket of people that are below the a certain level, or people that we, I mean, society or cadre wise, or maybe role wise, are the ones that are at the bottom of the pyramid. So for a lot of those people, the increment is great, but it doesn't make much difference. So because it doesn't make much difference, if they have seen opportunities they believe will change their lives, they're going to leave those jobs and go. I believe, or at least I have not heard about any director or any manager or any executive director in any government position or a private sector who left their job and embark on illegal journey back to Europe, right? So I believe that when people reach at a certain level where their jobs are fulfilling and they are able to make at least a decent amount of money to take care of themselves, to take care of their families, they will be willing to stay and work. And aside saying that on the part of the government, I also believe that society plays a huge role. The burden that we place on young people to be successful is not fair. The amount of expectation we put on young people is so huge that people find it difficult to carry. And I think for parents, loved ones, and friends, it is not fair to put any burden on people that they are unable to carry. Let let's encourage every young person, whether they are in educational institution, vocational institution, or they are into entrepreneurship, or any sector, to work hard. Let's support them by buying their products, that is, if they are entrepreneurs. Let's give them opportunities by supporting their educational journey. And if they want to venture into entrepreneurship, if we have the resources to help them, let's encourage them in order to make sure that they become successful at what they are doing. Because if they become successful at what they are doing, they become a shining example of what is possible in the Gambia. They become a shining example of making it in the Gambia, and they wouldn't find the need to embark on a journey that is not only dangerous but claims a lot of lives. Aside that as well, I believe that government can go further by ensuring that policies are enacted that supports young entrepreneurs. I had the opportunity to run a business in the Gambia. I know how hard it is to run a business in the Gambia. I also know how hard it is to gather support from our colleagues in the Gambia. Because for a lot of people, if an opportunity is not started by me, then it doesn't deserve my attention. If an opportunity is not putting the money in my pocket, it doesn't deserve my support. So I believe that we need a change of mindset. We need, a new normal that believes that making it in the Gambia is going to be collective. A new normal that believes that, yes, we can make it in the Gambia, but it is not a straightforward road. It is a road that requires the support of the government, that requires the support of the private sector, that requires the support of family members, but also individuals ourselves. Let's provide or let's ensure that young people get the opportunity to be educated, to be trained, and to be able to utilize their skills when they finished. I am not also blind to the fact that sometimes young people ourselves put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We want to be like everybody else. And I'm not saying if you that is what you want, you are wrong. But I'm saying that before you put pressure on yourself about anybody, about any successful person, it is important to understand what got them where they are. Some of those people, they had privileges, they had opportunities. I mean, they came from families who had connections, who had resources to catapult them into where they are. And you might not be that fortunate. And because you are not that fortunate, thinking that or trying to put yourself in that individual's shoe would only make you depressed, will make you believe that your timing is wrong, but will also make you bitter about your own lives. So, for every young person trying to figure it out in the Gambia or anywhere in the world, it's not easy. I understand the journey. I have been there. I am still there. I want to tell you that hard work will always pay. I know that there are challenges, and I'm not blinded by those challenges. I also understand that there are issues uh, in the country, but those issues are not only peculiar to Gambia as well. It is across the world. I mean, everywhere is getting harder and harder. So therefore, tapping on your God-given talent, believing in yourself, and hoping that things will get better at some point will definitely push you into the right direction, and definitely you're going to reach a place where you think, yes, I think this is the moment I have been waiting for. So if you've just been joining us now, this is Mike and Mine with Omar, and today I am talking about migration and surviving modern societal expectation. I believe two important topics that recently has taken over our social media space in the Gambia, with definitely government coming out to say their side of the story. I mean, some activists and individuals also coming out to talk about the other side that government is not talking about, because they are focusing on the jobs that they think they've created, the the numeration that they think they've made better, and other people are talking about other push factors that send people away. So I sit here today to not tell you that what government is saying is the right thing, or what individuals are saying is also the right thing. But I want us to look at the issue with an objective lens. Let's examine ourselves. Let's look at what happens in our homes. Let's also look at ourselves as individuals. What do we think we do or say that push other people to take journeys that can be risky? And on the side of the government, can you do better in order to ensure that young people have gainful employments, employment that do not only pay them a minimum wage, but at least a decent income to be able to take care of themselves and their families? Absolutely, yes. Is this possible? Absolutely. And how soon can it happen? I have no idea. But I believe that if we sit on a round table where we have this conversation, government looks at what has worked and what hasn't worked. Society and individuals also start reducing the pressure we put on young people, start encouraging young people that work and live in Gambia, and be a lot more understanding to their situation. I mean, their plight, and then their current conditions. I believe that together we will be able to cope or even eliminate the use of Backway to countries where sometimes we think before coming everything is jolly and dandy, but in reality that might not be the case in so many places. So if you think what I'm saying or what I have said um, either aligns with your opinion or differs with your opinion, please put it in the comment section. And that is why I believe my community is diverse, because we can agree to disagree, we can challenge opinions, we can challenge beliefs, and that is what makes us not only unique, but also I think that's where our strength lies in. So thank you very much. And before I go, I want to say, my condolences to all families and loved ones who lost, their family members and loved ones to the sea, and then to those that are still missing without any information, to their families and loved ones. I am sorry, and I believe that this must be a very painful and difficult moment for all of you. And I hope and pray that you all find solace and calm, and also, I mean, and also strength to be able to go through this. And to other young people that are still back home, I understand that I might not be in the best position to tell you what to do, but I want to say that let's continue to work hard. Let's continue to believe in ourselves. Let's continue to improve our skills with the hope that those skills get us wherever we need to go to, and with the hope that those skills take us to farther and better places. So thank you all. Thank you all until I come back on your way. It has been Mike and Mine with Omar, and thank you.